For this assignment, I decided to create a Python program based on the cocktail shaker sort algorithm. The cocktail shaker sort is similar to the bubble sort algorithm because it sorts the same way by swapping adjacent integers. However, the difference between these two algorithms is that bubble sort only sorts from left to right like shown in this diagram. For the cocktail shaker sort, it instead passes alternatively from left to right and then from right to left. This diagram is an example of what the sort should look like. It achieves a slightly better performance than bubble sort because bubble sort only sorts through a list in one direction. The cocktail shaker sort has a space complexity of O1, which means that the space required by the algorithm to process data is constant, so the size of it won't grow. This is good when you do not need to add or take away any values. Furthermore, this sort has a best time complexity of On, where the time runs linearly with the size of the input. And just like many other sorting algorithms such as bubble, insertion, and selection sort, the average or worst time complexity for the cocktail shaker sort is O(n) to the power of 2. This means that the performance is directly proportional to the square of the input size. This is usually the time complexity for sorting algorithms because it works by comparing each item in the list with the item next to it and swapping them if required. So now, before I started incorporating the algorithm into Python, I added comments such as the shebang line, my name, my student number, and the assignment name at the top of the program for proper formatting. After I did that, I started reading over the algorithm. The first line says, procedure cocktail shaker sort A: list of sortable items. This means that I need to create a function using the keyword def and then create a name for it, in which I named it cocktail sort. The algorithm also says that the function's parameter is a list of sortable items called A. Therefore, I created a variable called aList, which allows this function to sort all the given integers of that list. Next, the algorithm says to create a do-while loop. However, there are no do-while loops in Python because it doesn't fit with the format and the indented block statements. Therefore, I simply used a while loop. But because the line after the word do in the algorithm says swapped equals to false, I need to set the variable swap to true in my Python code first, before adding that while loop. This is so that when I write the next line while swapped, the program will enter the loop no matter what, just like a do-while loop. Then, I can now add the next line swapped equals to false, just like what the algorithm says. This basically means that the program will not do or execute anything until I add more code within the loop and set the variable swapped to true again. The next line of the algorithm says, for each I in 0 to length a-2, do, so I created a for loop. This is what I wrote, where the letter I is the index name, the number 0 is the starting value, len aList is the end of value, and 1 is the incremented number. The word len written before aList outputs the length of the list that we want sorted. You subtract by 2 because if you subtract a smaller number like 1, you get an error that says that the list index is out of range. If you subtract a larger number like 5, the program will not fully sort all the values in the list. Lastly, because the 1 means to increment each value in the list by 1, the program will start sorting from left to right first. Inside the for loop, the algorithm says if ai is greater than ai plus 1, then swap ai, ai plus 1, and then it says swapped equals to true. That would be the end of the for loop. This block of code is important because it first checks whether the number in the list is greater than the next number. If it is, the program will swap those two integers because the variable swapped is set to true again. So, in my Python code, I first wrote if aList I is greater than aList I plus 1. Then for the middle line, I wrote the Python code like this to swap two integers of the list. The letter I is the index, which is the current position in the range of the for loop that iterates through all the values. Swapped equals to true is added so that the while loop can finally execute this block of code. Next, it says if not swapped, then break do while loop. This means that if no numbers were swapped, then the list is sorted. Therefore, in Python, I simply wrote if not swapped, break, where break exits the while loop and just prints the sorted list. The next part of the algorithm says to write swapped equals to false again, and then write for each I in length a-2 to 0, do, which means I need to create another for loop. So I wrote swapped equals to false, then on the next line, I added a second for loop so that the program goes through the list and sorts it from right to left this time. Len aList -2, 0, and -1 means it starts at the end of the list, then it goes through each value all the way to 0 by decrements of 1. Then, The next part of the algorithm is the same as the first for loop. It says, if ai is greater than ai plus 1, then swap ai, ai plus 1, and then write swapped equals to true. That would be the end of the for loop. So to put this into Python, I simply put the same code as the first for loop. The reason that they are the same code is because all we are doing is sorting the list from either left to right or right to left. It should just be the same sorting concept. Lastly, the algorithm says while swapped, break do while loop, and then it says end procedure. This means that while the list is sorted and you can't make any more swaps, end the while loop and return or print the sorted list because the function is done. So I wrote, if not swapped, break, then return a list. That is the end of the cocktail shaker sort algorithm and implementing it into Python. Now, to see if it sorts the list properly, I imported the random function at the top. From random, import ranrange. Then, at the bottom of my program, I first wrote this line, which means that the variable alist takes in a list of 15 random values from -10 to 10. The next line prints the list of random values, then the line after that declares a list to the cocktail sort function so that that function will sort it. And finally, the last line simply prints the sorted list. Now, when I run the program, it first outputs the unsorted list, then the sorted one. As you can see, it sorts all the numbers. So now, let's visualize my cocktail shaker sort code. When I go to the Python Tutor website and paste my code, the program slowly goes through the list from left to right first, while looking for the greatest value. It swaps the integer if the number in front is greater than the previous number. It keeps doing this until the program reaches the end of the list. Then, once it reaches the end of the right side, it sorts the same way while moving to the left this time. This concept repeats until the list is fully sorted. And that is how the cocktail shaker sort works. That is it, and I hope you enjoyed listening to this video as much as I had fun making it. A key concept that I learned is that sorting algorithms are all different depending on the way it sorts, the complexity, the length of each algorithm, and the difficulty of it. However, I believe that all of them are challenging and fun in their own ways to implement into Python.